I asked you to send in photos of your bat caves, and some of you did. Not actual bat caves, obviously. That could get a bit whiffy. Welcome to By Candlelight, beaming goth, dark wave and post-punk straight into your brain. If you suddenly start humming Taylor Swift, wrong beam. So after my little tour of this dark, haunted and sinister pit of hell, I asked you guys to show me yours. This episode I have 4 viewer bat caves to show you. How cool is that? Should we just stop wasting time and get on with it?
Show us your bat cave.
So the first bat cave is from Adam, who lives in Canada. So for starters, I'm loving those 3 witches perched on that shelf betwixt pumpkins. Can also see some Funko figures there. One of which is the Robert Smith disintegration figure that I've also got. So really good choice, Adam. Some black roses, some skulls. And is that a figure of the nun that I can see right there? Further down on that bookshelf, we have some choice books. I can see Sleepy Hollow, Picture of Dorian Gray, Interview with a Vampire and Frankenstein. I've not read The Silence Factory, so you'll have to let me know if that's any good. And here's a view from higher up on that bookshelf. Relieved that there's the Woman in Black and Dracula there. Some other figures too. Further up some more, and there's definitely more figures here. Oh yeah, I can definitely see that that's the nun there. Even as a figure, it's creepy. Love this whole presentation, Adam. The pumpkins, the witches and the figures. Would be interesting to know if you did that painting at the top there. What a cool desk. And just looking at that wall, I can just about make out Clan of Zymox, London After Midnight, Palace of Tears, and is that Pretentious Moi at the top there? Very nice dining table, Adam. Again, more figures. And a cat. Loving the signed photo of the Palace of Tears. Adam introduced me to the band that instigated a review of their most recent album. Really love your place, Adam, and thank you so much for letting us into it. The next Batcave is from Susan, who designs and makes her own items from hell. She actually sent in some videos of her home, so let's have a look at those first. So loving that dining room with the Harry Potter-esque hanging candles and also the ambient lighting. That creates a real magical atmosphere. And that fireplace looks so cozy. This coffin bookshelf is great too, and it proves that you can never own too many candles. Another coffin bookcase, and is that a Voltaire CD I spot on that top shelf, Susan? This is very cool. I take it that this was homemade. Love the cemetery and the trees too. You have a very, very cool home. Next we have Jill's lair, and Jill has been into the scene since she was 15 years old, and she enjoys collecting bones and books. Who doesn't, Jill? Who doesn't? So we start with this very interesting looking bookcase. Jill says that there's a signed Clive Barker drawing in there from when she met him, which is really cool. I take it that it's that black frame to the left. Also some books by him and Anne Rice. In fact, that looks like the same edition of Interview with the Vampire that I own. Jill also says that she has books about death, cemeteries, mortuary work, witches, and a few on goth culture and music. See that animal skull there? That's the tip of the iceberg. Just you wait. Panning out more into what looks like the lounge. I love the aesthetics here. It's cozy, alternative, and looks like a space that you could just curl up in. More skeletons underneath that chair. Well, it's better than having them in your closet. Moving through to the bedroom, and I'm very jealous of that 4-post bed. Also love all these different elements on the walls, each with their own little place. Don't ever annoy Jill. That's her neighbour who accidentally cut down one of her trees. And this hanging skull is brilliant. I actually thought it was a light at first. How great would that be? A bulb within a skull. Fantastic place, Jill. Love the whole feel and aesthetics of your home. Lastly, Jen from Northern Virginia sent me some pics of her own little corner of hell. So here we have some music related art. Jen says that the 3 smaller pieces are by an artist called Matthew Linehan. I can make out Robert Smith and Nick Cave, but not sure who the third one is. If you want to let me know in the comments. This is Jen's reading nook, and that Nick Cave poster is from an exhibition, and she was able to sit at one of his pianos, which is so cool. Love that hanging material of a forest. That's very cozy. Nice to see a sizable record collection. Also, really like the Dracula and Nosferatu artwork that Jen says were bought at Comic-Cons. And I really love that Nosferatu one. Into the books now, and nice to see some H.P. Lovecraft. And more than one copy of Dracula. I think everyone should own more than one copy of Dracula. Interestingly, Jen says that the pile of books, top right, are the collected works of Edgar Allan Poe, and they were published in 1849, which was the year of his death. So that's amazing, Jen. It would be nice to take a closer look at those. Moving on to the music book section, and there's some Nick Cave, obviously, The Damned, The Cure, and Bauhaus. And spot the Dave Vanian and Captain Sensible crocheted figures bottom right. A lovely home. Thank you for allowing us to look round. So those are my 4 viewer Batcaves so far. Thanks again to Adam, Susan, Jill and Jen for sharing their homes. It's great to look around other people's living spaces and how they fill it with their dark art, music, ornaments, and in Jill's case, her neighbour. Don't worry, I won't alert the authorities, but I can't speak for anyone else watching this. Fancy sending me your Batcave? Please do. You'll find the email in the description of this vid. Hope you got loads of ideas and inspiration from the 4 featured Batcaves. Until next time.